Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Model 3 using hardware 3 running FSD 12.6.4. And it's early in the morning. The roads might be a little bit busy, but we should be fine. That dude was crossing very weirdly. I don't know why he was not crossing at the sidewalk or the crosswalk. But I don't expect to see many issues on this drive. Whenever we do see an issue on this drive, usually it's on the highway. It's usually because of weird lines on the road. If you guys haven't seen one of my previous videos where FSD almost drove, or not almost, it actually did drive off the highway into the shoulder, which was pretty crazy. I never had that happen before. So if you guys haven't seen that video, be sure to subscribe and check out some of the old videos on the channel where FSD did some crazy stuff. But hopefully FSD doesn't do anything crazy. I shouldn't expect to see anything crazy. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe because I post hardware 3 videos all the time. So if you guys are looking to get a Tesla, looking to get an older Tesla, looking to subscribe to FSD, stick around and check out some of the videos because you'll figure out what FSD can do and what's it like to own one of these cars. So it took that left at that light very nicely, and now we're going up to speed. We're going a little too fast. I prefer to stay pretty close to the speed limit. You could obviously change that in the speed offset in the settings, so you could change that to 0% so it'll only go the speed limit. I know a lot of you guys prefer to go the speed limit. You guys don't like to speed, and it's good to stay safe there, you know. Like, speeding does reduce the time to react and stuff, and might also increase the severity of the accident if there was one. But we're coming to a stop at this red light, and it's decelerating very smoothly. And the light turned green, so it's going to go back to accelerating, and it's accelerating very smoothly as well. It's not aggressive, it's not, you know, random. It's driving very predictably, and it's just very comfortable to drive like this. We're coming up to some cars here, and FSD is starting to recognize them and slow down. You can see on the screen just how much it could like see. It can see everything around. It can see the cars on our left here. Making it through this intersection. It's perfectly centered, perfectly keeping away from that traffic island, keeping away from the cars on the right. It's just driving how I would. It drives like a human. I know a lot of you guys are surprised to see hardware 3, especially, you know, since hardware 3 is considered old and outdated. And everybody kind of talks down on hardware 3 and FSD 12.6.4. But like on roads like this, on drives like this, on mornings like this, it's honestly performing pretty well. And this is kind of where these older Teslas shine. I haven't driven a new Tesla, so I have no idea if the new ones are any better. A lot of you guys are asking which Tesla you should get, which hardware you should get, which, you know, which car would be the best one for you. Obviously the newest one is probably the better hardware, or the better like full self-driving experience. You know, it's more capable, it has all the features, it's probably safer, and it's probably the best full driving experience. But I think the best Tesla is the one that you could afford, and the one that's in the best condition for the price, I guess. So we're going to be getting over to the right here to get onto the highway ramp. Let's see if it misses it actually, because we're getting really close here. Putting on our signal, and we're trying to find an opening here. Just behind this Volvo, the Toyota RAV4 is letting us in, and we make it just before it turns solid there. That was pretty close. Personally, I get all the way to the right very early on. And now we're taking this big bend onto the highway. And beautiful, beautiful morning. The sun is coming up. I don't know. Sunrises are really, really beautiful. Some people prefer sunsets. Some people prefer sunrises. I feel like sunrises are just so much more relaxing. I don't know why. But getting up in the morning is rough, and especially having to drive in the morning is even more rough. So if you guys hate waking up in the morning, hate driving in the morning, FSD can really help you out there. We got up to speed, and we merged, and now we're kind of just following the flow of traffic. We are in standard mode, so the car is going to be driving a little faster than it should be, but it's kind of just following the flow of traffic, which is probably the safest thing to do here. Just staying roughly the same speed as everybody else will help minimize, like, you know, traffic congestion, and just honestly people like overtaking you because you're slow and getting frustrated. So probably standards where we want to be, and we're just cruising comfortably, just a little bit over the speed limit. Just to remind some of you viewers who might be from America, that my speedometer is in kilometers per hour. So 100 kilometers an hour is like 60 miles an hour. I got a few comments of people saying that I'm crazy for trusting FSD, especially on hardware 3, driving at 100 miles an hour. My car is not going 100 miles an hour. It's going 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, I am Canadian, so I use kilometers per hour. So yeah, I think we're going to be getting over to the right here. The lane was clear. It is going a little bit over the speed limit here, but these cars, I think this is where it messed up last time, where we drove off the highway. So let's see if it does it again. And it does it again. It does it again. That's crazy. We've had that exact same issue in that exact same spot. So I guess it just, that like spot, like that merged the lines. I don't know why it's not recognizing it. Maybe it never have to dealt with the merge with orange lines or something. It's never been trained on that kind of situation. I probably should have sent the anonymous message to Tesla about that situation. Maybe that would have been like added or something, or maybe it's fixed in the newest FSD versions, you know, like maybe hardware 4 vehicles do not have that issue with that kind of merge. That's pretty crazy how it happened. Like, it wasn't just a fluke the last time. So that's the second time it happened where it just drives off the highway there. That's really crazy. So yeah, that's one of the issues with hardware 3. And since it's, you know, past June, I'm actually surprised we still do not have version 14 Lite here in Canada. If you guys know any updates on version 14 Lite, be sure to comment down below, because version 14 Lite might be the last hope for hardware 3 to be, you know, to bring people back and be like, oh damn, hardware 3 is capable of, you know, a more relaxed driving experience, you know, instead of being worried that it's gonna just drive off the road like it just did there. That's insane. I was paying attention though, so it was being safe. Like, obviously going into the shoulder is dangerous, but I was being very aware there, and made sure that it was able to get back onto the road. I took control. I'm always paying attention, guys. I know a lot of you guys might be a little bit scared and stuff, but I am always paying attention. I'm very safe. I'm actually surprised I could have a conversation while also paying attention that much. But I'm getting better at the videos, guys. For those of you who have been watching the channel for a long time, you know, this is like a 2-month-old channel now. So a lot of you guys might be here for 2 months ago. And I hope that I've been improving the videos much better and getting better at this whole YouTube thing. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. Did not expect to see that this morning, but I guess that's what outdated software and outdated hardware gets you. But for those of you who might be looking to get a Tesla, an older Tesla, and try out one of these, those issues are very rare. Like, it does happen, and it sucks when it does. But the more you use FSD, the more you kind of predict when it's gonna do things like that. So it's not like it's gonna be completely out of the blue. You're kind of aware of the limits of hardware 3 the more you use it, and especially FSD. So don't think it's super bad. It's obviously bad when it does happen, but it's usually never that dangerous. You obviously have to pay attention. If you're not paying attention, anything could be dangerous, So you really gotta be paying attention, and if you're paying attention, then most of the time you should be okay. It's just full self-driving is not an excuse to not pay attention on the road, I think that's what a lot of people get confused. They think if you're using full self-driving, you could be distracted. You could, use your phone or something, but that's not the case. Especially with me, that's not the case. I always intervene early. If I notice anything a little bit off, I always disengage. I might be letting FSD have a little bit more control in these videos just to show you guys, just what it does. But for the most part, I prefer to disengage early and prevent any sort of, situation on the road here with FSD. But yeah, we are following the road, staying centered, staying a good gap, accelerating smoothly and stopping smoothly. These simple roads and clear white lines, cause no issue for FSD. So coming up to some more traffic here. It's getting over around this truck, which I prefer. I don't like to get rock chips or anything. Slowly accelerating. And it's just very smooth. Let's see if it gets through this little tight squeeze, but past this truck here. I like how on the screen it shows you the proximity sensors against the curb here. That's really cool. I think in the new Teslas they actually got rid of that, so I think it's all very camera based in the new cars. We come to a very smooth stop here. I think the light changed once again. Did it? I have no idea. I can't really see. Yeah, I think the light changed. I could see on the screen that the light changed. Sometimes the screen could see more than I can. It's probably because I'm sitting very low. You guys could probably see the light more than I can. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like the video and subscribe. This bus is trying to merge here, and Tesla just kept going. I guess the bus just had to yield for us. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos like this one all the time. You get to see all sorts of videos with anything related to Teslas and hardware 3 FSD, because that's the only self-driving car I have right now. In the future, I hope to get the newer versions and stuff, but for now it's just hardware 3 and this old FSD. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you guys think, how FSD performed, or whether or not you would consider getting these older Teslas and consider using FSD. because I know a lot of you guys are looking to get this and try it out for yourselves. So comment down below what you guys think and any questions you have. And if you guys own a Tesla and use FSD, be sure to comment down below what you guys think. How did FSD do? And answer any questions any other viewers have. And yeah, let's try getting this video to 50 likes. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace.